The armored personnel carrier in front of us came to a sudden stop. It was too late for my buddies. The explosion blew their vehicle into thin air. When it came down, we rushed out of our own vehicle to help our friends. We were deep in hostile territory. Chances were that every road was mined. IED devices and claymores were everywhere. We drove at a snail's pace, scouring every road with our eyes looking for the telltale triggers. Inside our vehicles, we were sitting ducks. Stepping out on the roads was even worse. Holding my M249 light machine gun. Sometimes we had to dash out of our vehicles to make an arrest. Every step we took was filled with danger. Dealing with children was the worst. Naturally, we did everything to protect innocent children, but sometimes the children would smile and wave at us, and next, they would lob a grenade in our direction. And everywhere we stepped was the fear of stepping on an IED that could blow us sky high in a second. My heart pounded so loudly, I assumed my buddies could hear it. We were petrified, and although we tried not to show it, we knew that any moment, one false step meant they would ship us home in a body. But my accidental discovery didn't just change my tour of duty, it changed my entire life. One day, we were on patrol in Fallujah. Just the day before, an Abrams tank was blown to bits by a mine buried in the roadway. If they could blow up a tank, what could they do to us? Our nerves were on edge. You could smell fear in our APV. Normally, there's a lot of joking around among the soldiers. Not today. Our one question was, would we be alive at the end of the day? As we patrolled the empty streets, I noticed an old man walking without a fear. Most people walked at a snail's pace. The very next step could blow you apart. So when we had to walk, every step counted. Not for this old man. He walked down the streets without fear or hesitation. I noticed him walking down the streets without staring at the ground. Is he crazy? Didn't he know how dangerous walking these streets were? I saw him day after day walking those streets without a care in the world. He always ended up in a little antique. Welcome, the man said as I entered the door. Without answering, I checked out the shop. The back room, upstairs, and cellar were all clear. The man went on polishing a brass lamp, the kind they used in all those genie movies. The shop owner looked up at me and said, "Do you know why you are here?" Of course, I knew why I was there. He was walking through booby traps without a care in the world. Before I answered, he asked another question. Why are you so afraid? What planet was this guy on? We were at war with the terrorists. We never knew which side was going to attack us today. My buddies were being blown apart every day. We never knew if we were going to see our barracks again. You are here because you see me walking the streets when you are afraid of your own shadow, correct? He reached out to pat my hand, and I nearly hit the ceiling in fear. My friend, relax. You can turn off the fear switch. It's not helping you at all. You look like a deer in the headlights. Do you remember in Star Wars? He said with a twinkle in his eye. Luke was looking for a great warrior and found Yoda. He didn't believe someone so small could be so in touch with the Force and have so much power. If you like, consider me your Yoda. Just then my radio cackled, "Chris, are you okay?" I double-clicked my mic, and that was the signal that everything was okay. I was just brewing a cup of tea. Would you like some? I have some American coffee too if you like. He scurried about, talking non-stop. You are fearful because you aren't running your mind. Your fears are. May I touch your forehead? At that moment, my life changed. The instant his thumb touched my forehead, I can't even describe the situation. Although it was midday, my mind went pitch black. I was under the stars. There was a surge of energy running through my body. I was soaring above the planet. I felt happiness surging through my veins. In the background, I heard Queen singing, "We are the champions. We are the champions." And then his thumb left my forehead, and I was back in the shop. This time, I was energized and confident. "And are you still afraid?" my Yoda asked as a smile crossed his face. "What was that?" I asked him breathlessly. "That is called Shaktaput. It's an ancient technique to connect you to the energy of the universe. When I transfer this energy to your body, you notice the immediate difference." "Now how do you feel?" he asked. "I feel terrific. I feel grounded and connected." And after a few moments, I added, "I don't feel any fear at all." "So you're not afraid I'm a terrorist anymore?" He smiled at me. "Now, I don't think I will see you again, Mr. West, so I'd like to ask you to think about what you really want out of life. Think of everything your heart ever dreamed of." And then he touched my forehead again. I didn't realize it at the time, but the energy rush was even more than the last time. Without thinking about it, I literally fell into a chair, but I never noticed it. I was somewhere in space looking down at the planet. I realized that at that moment in time, I could have anything I wanted on the earth. At that moment, I thought about where I had come from. Dire poverty. The army was my escape from a life I couldn't deal with. I saw myself wealthy. After these years of living in hell on earth, I deserve a break. I was never the kind to even dream of wealth, but that word seemed to be beckoning. When I opened my eyes, I saw my new friend smiling at me. I knew that he understood what I asked for. Wes, you're going to get everything your heart wishes for. From this day forward, you will have all the money you ever wished for. You don't even have to work for it. It will flow to you. My mind was stunned. Was this a joke? But then I checked in with my body. I was absolutely fearless and confident. What you did to me by touching my forehead, is that something I can do to others? The day will come when you will be able to help people achieve their dreams, I promise. We shook hands before I returned to my buddies. I had zero fears as I crossed the streets. My biggest problem was thinking what I would tell my buddies. I knew they would mock me if I told them the story of my Yoda. But when I got back to my armored vehicle, the sergeant wanted us back at the base. Surprisingly, no one even asked for details. It was as if the visit with the shopkeeper never took place. The first inkling that something was strange was when we started to play poker that night. Normally, I was terrible, but that night, a huge pile of cash grew in front of me. I made over $2,000 that night, but that was only the beginning. It was the beginning of a series of strange coincidences. My mom called from back in the States. I had received a check from a place I had worked for, and they closed down without paying me. Apparently, someone new had bought the company and decided to pay off all the debts. My mom sent me a picture of the check. It was for $12,262, and I told her to deposit it in my near-empty bank account. A few days later, my sergeant called me into his office. The lieutenant was sitting next to him. I had no idea what was going on. Wes, what happened in that shop you went in last week? Instead of answering the question, I asked the obvious question. Is everything okay? I didn't do anything wrong. No, nothing is wrong. We just got a call from the official Iraqi National Bank. The civilian who owned that shop passed away yesterday. At that moment, I recalled him saying he wasn't going to see me again. That's terrible. But why are you both here asking me about this? We haven't been back in the area since. Well, the day after you visited him, he went into his bank with new legal papers and left the contents of the shop to you. It looked like an antique shop. It didn't look like anything special. That's where you're wrong, Wes, blurted out the lieutenant. The antiques he had were quite valuable. He turned in an inventory list to the bank. That shop was worth over $500,000 in merchandise. I already told the bank you wanted the money instead of the antiques. I need you to fill out these forms and give me your bank account information back in the States. The money will be in your account within the week. I sat outside the office for the rest of the afternoon filling out the paperwork. I called my mom to get the wiring information. She pressed me to tell her what was going on, but I couldn't explain it. I walked around the base in a fog. My buddies came up to me as soon as the news was out. Wes, my man, can I borrow some money? I could hardly believe it when my mother called me to tell me that over $500,000 was parked in my account. Wes, you aren't doing anything with drugs, are you? Mothers always think the worst. What was I supposed to tell her? So I told her the truth. She burst out laughing. Mom, when he touched me, he transferred some hidden powers to me. I don't understand it, but the proof is all this money showing up. By this time, I was shell-shocked by these events. My tour was nearly over. I was eager to get the heck out of Iraq and go home. My mother thought I was a drug dealer. My buddies thought I was cheating at poker. But I had a peace of mind that was almost supernatural. My last weeks overseas flew by. I boarded the plane to take me to Germany, where the docs would check me out and all the papers granting me an honorable discharge were waiting for me. After a week in Germany, I flew home to Houston, Texas for a family greeting. There, the first question on everyone's lips was, Wes, what's with all the money? Gee, thanks, Mom, for telling the immediate world. What are you going to do with all that money? Everyone was looking at me like a bank account they could withdraw from. I went silent because I wanted to keep my inner peace and balance. My Uncle Henry stayed until everyone left and sat me down. Wes, you've got to find yourself a smart stockbroker and invest that money. Right now, you've got a target on your back for everyone who wants to play you for a sucker. Get that money invested instead of figuring out ways to spend it. But the next day changed my life forever. My mom's phone rang and she handed the call to me.
Is this Wes?
Asked a strange voice on the line. Yes, it is, I answered.
My name is Nadia, and my sister Amal is here with me. We are the daughters of Mr. Ahmed, whom you met in Iraq.
I was totally stumped.
Our dad told us to tell you we are Yoda's daughters.
Oh, I never knew his name. How can I help you? I thought they were going to ask for the money back, but I was shocked when they said,
Our father asked us to meet you with about something important.
Look, I didn't ask for the money. I'm sorry it showed up in my account.
Wes, trust us, we don't need the money at all. That was my father's gift to you to convince you to do something for him.
Do something for him? How? He passed away. I was puzzled.
Do you remember your conversation with our dad?
Of course, I remember every word. Then you will recall there is some unfinished business based on a promise he made to you about you becoming wealthy. You've gotten some money, but there's a lot more to come. We set a date for me to fly out to California to meet them. They picked me up in a cute BMW convertible and drove me to their home in Malibu overlooking the ocean. As soon as I saw their house, I knew these two sisters didn't lack for money. Nadia started,
Our father set us up financially and sent us to Stanford for university. We invested the money with a hedge fund and we live a very relaxed lifestyle. Our father had a mission in life, helping people achieve their dreams. He spent his entire life in prayer and meditation until one day he discovered the source of the energy of the universe. From that day forward, he lived his own dream, helping people succeed. Now our father gave you your dream and it's only starting. Wes, you are going to become very, very wealthy. You experienced the energy in his touch, correct?
Yes, I did.
Now it's time for you to finish my father's mission.
What exactly is that? Wondering what I was being signed up for? Amal took over.
Our father sent us to college to study brain science and technology. He spent his whole life studying different forms of meditation and energy work until he achieved the ability to channel energy. He believed that if everyone knew these techniques, everyone could live the life of their dreams. Imagine people never having money problems again. They can pay for whatever they want with their own money. This is a world where people can raise their children in nice homes, take their families on vacations, send their children or grandchildren to best schools. No more bad credit notices for people. No more bank accounts overdrawn. Everyone gets to live a life of abundance. Wes, I know you can afford your dream car. My father's dream was to help everyone get it. My father knew that money was your dream. But it's not everyone's dream. There are families that can't have children. There are people who have never found their soulmate. There are couples fighting that want to stay together. There are people whose lovers have stormed off after a fight and they desperately want them back. Wes, you are the one my father chose to make this happen. May I touch your forehead?
And as soon as her finger touched my forehead, it was lights out for me. I saw a vision of literally millions of people with headphones on their heads smiling. I saw families with moving vans moving into new homes, people driving shiny new cars up the driveways. I saw people welcoming new babies into their homes. I saw couples getting married. And I saw people sending me so many thank you notes, I needed a secretary to answer them. I opened my eyes and understood the entire plan. Okay, do I have this correct? Your father taught you his meditation and manifesting techniques. You came here and studied how this could help everyone. And I see that people just have to listen to something and they will attract whatever they want into their lives very rapidly. Nadia nodded.
We are going to spend a week with you teaching you all of our father's techniques. Then we are going to give you the keys to the kingdom. The recordings we created use the most up-to-date brain technology. It's light years ahead of where the rest of the world is. All they need to do is listen to these sessions for 30 days and they will find all their dreams come true.
I was stunned. What exactly is my role in this? Nadia answered,
My father trusted his intuitions completely. Even though he saw you in the middle of a war, he saw your heart. He saw all the mistakes in your life and wanted to give you this opportunity to help finish his work.
So, how does this work? I can't go door to door touching everyone on their forehead. Amal smiled.
My father believed in us and our mission. And so, we want to first train you in these techniques. Then we are going to give you the recordings and teach you how to use them.
The week flew by. Amal and Nadia were gracious hosts. I slept in a gorgeous guest room overlooking the Pacific Ocean. Every morning we went for long walks on the beach. We did different meditation exercises. They spent a lot of time teaching me how to feel the energy in everyday objects. I began to trust the universe would provide. I knew the promise made in war-torn Iraq was about to come through. Amal was insistent.
You have to prove my father's promise worked. You have 30 days to start manifesting money, and lots of it.
Nadia was gentler.
Wes, this is going to work. You cannot fail. Trust the energy. Trust yourself.
When my plane took off from the Los Angeles airport, I had an idea. I was going to create a website to help people. Honestly, I barely knew what I was doing when, holy cow, the cash started flowing in. And did I say flowing in? It was overflowing in. I was making thousands of dollars every single day. People wanted to make me a celebrity with my overnight success. But I had a mission. The first thing I did was retire my parents, both of whom are pastors who prayed every day of their lives. Then I bought them each a new car to replace their old clunkers. Then Nadia and Amal called.
Wes, can we tell you another secret? Money is really energy. If you want to see results, start spreading your money around.
10-4, I understood. I started feeding every single homeless person in my city. I would load my truck with bags of food and go to every place where the homeless would congregate, under bridges, in back of supermarkets near the garbage dumpsters, and especially near train tracks. Anyone I saw there, I gave food to. And over time, I began to teach them some of the techniques I learned. I was disappointed to find out not a single one made progress. Nadia and Amal explained it to me.
Wes, are you familiar with the law of attraction? What are the 3 steps?
I answered immediately. Ask, believe, receive. Amal asked me,
Wes, did these people ask you to teach them?
Well, actually, it was my idea, I answered. Exactly, Amal said.
You are teaching people who didn't ask you.
Nadia took it to the next level.
Did any of these people believe you?
I shrugged my shoulders. I guess not a single one.
Then how did you expect this to work? You can only help those who want to be helped.
The light went off in my brain. And once that happened, I knew exactly what to do to spread happiness and wealth throughout the world. If people came to me and asked for help, I would reveal everything to them. I began to get excited and my plan took shape. And now I want to know if I can help you. This is about as big as I can take it. Would you be willing to dramatically change your life in the next 30 days if you knew you could not fail? I promise that if you use these every day, you'll start to see miracles in less than 30 days. In fact, if you don't see a change in the next 30 days, I don't want your money at all. Now I'm going to give you the exact same techniques Amal and Nadia got from their father. Now, here's the really important thing for you to keep in mind. Normally, it takes years to learn to perfect these techniques. They tell you it could take years to learn these techniques. Nonsense. Most programs demand you sit in absolute silence with a clear mind for 60 to 90 minutes a day. Because most folks don't have that time available daily, it's over for them before they start. Secondly, if you try to sit in silence, something occurs. Your brain starts to distract you. It's called the monkey mind. Taming the monkey mind is a lifelong process. The teachings I share bypass all that. You just sit and listen and get the results you want. Nothing could be easier. These are the exact techniques that made me millions and millions of dollars. Get excited as I tell you what's included. If you're the kind of person who wants to understand everything, I'd recommend starting with my video training on the 5 meditative frequencies. It's handy for understanding exactly why you're going to get amazing results. Or you can go straight to the powerful meditations I'm including. Is it worth trading 10 minutes of your time for results you've never even dreamed of? You can use earphones or headphones or just listen over your phone speaker. Some people like to fall asleep with these playing in their ears throughout the night, and that's a great extra thing to do, but the main thing is to do this while you are awake just 4 times a week. Honestly, that's all it takes. I've created a private community to help you succeed. Sometimes we'll need to help you overcome limiting beliefs. I don't care what it takes, as long as you get results. I'm committed to changing the world one person at a time, starting with you. If you ever heard of Napoleon Hill, the greatest personal change expert of our century, he recommended masterminds where great minds think alike. We want you associating with others who are looking for change. Like President Kennedy once said, "A rising tide raises all ships. Together, we will be uplifted." But I'm not done with what I have to change your life. Bonus number 1, Wealth Frequency Binaural Beat Track. Preparing your brain to change. I have a special binaural beats session to boost your financial success. Binaural beats work using a technique called brain entrainment. Entrainment is exactly what it sounds like. It's training your brain to operate of a wealth-generating frequency. Binaural beats are used by athletes, personal change experts, and professionals to change their state to prepare for important changes in their lives. When you listen to binaural beats, you may hear some slight beeping sounds in the background as your brain syncs to success. Bonus number 2, my Wealth Visuals program. There's an old saying that seeing is believing. And when you start seeing what your new life can bring you, it convinces the brain, this is real, this is happening. So my personal wealth visuals will help convince your brain to believe this is happening to you within the next 30 days. Bonus number 3, Kundalini Touch Exercise. I learned that when Mr. Ahmad, my personal Yoda, and his daughters touched my forehead, they were using Kundalini energy. Getting that energy moving in your body is my goal so you can absorb the energy and power from the universe and use it to transform your life. I'm convinced that with a little bit of practice, you may discover you have the gift too. Bonus number 4, Supernatural Third Eye Activation Exercises. No matter the meditation system, people are aware of something called the third eye. That's the place where I was touched on the forehead. I'd like to help you open your third eye. Some people say the third eye is connected to the pineal gland in the brain. When you put very light pressure on the eyelids, the pineal gland senses light. I want you to experience the same dramatic shifts that I had. This is very powerful and will lead to the most profound changes in your life. Bonus number 5, the Divine Walking Guided Meditation Audios. Truly enlightened people try to think of the divine at all times. Like the Bible says, when you walk on the path, I've created these meditations so you can access the divine within you just by listening to these sessions. Life-changing, no doubt. I want you to access the power of constantly being connected to the divine. You are getting access to the complete system Nadia and Amal taught me in Malibu. This is the exact same system that has generated more and more wealth each year for me. It's made millions and millions for me. I expect it will do well for you as well. There are just 3 requirements. Number 1, you must ask for the results by downloading and listening to these sessions. Number 2, you must believe this will change your life. Number 3, when the abundance comes, share it with others and help better our world. These sessions are not available anywhere but right here and now. If you want results, order right now. When I first walked into the shop in Iraq, Mr. Ahmed was polishing an ancient brass lamp. It was the kind you'd see in the movies like Aladdin. You know the type, you rub the lamp and a genie comes out and grants you your wishes. We can do the exact same thing for you right now. That's why I'm calling this program of secret teachers the Genie Script. It's as if you have your own personal genie to call upon and deliver whatever you need. Just look at what you get when you summon your genie. No matter where you are in your life, no matter how much you have suffered in the past, I'd rather focus on your future. It's now a question of how much do you want that financial safety net, that freedom, and that time with your family, and wanting that now. You can't think about the future, retirement, anything because you're too worried. If you're hoping and praying your electricity doesn't get shut off, it's hard to dream. You don't have the money to give your kids what they need. You want to help them enrich their lives and give them a head start in life. You're chained to your job, and whether you like it or not, you're not in control of anything that happens. So you never know if you'll be laid off or fired without any warning. You'll end up spending so much time and energy on a job that doesn't pay you enough. And even if it does, the mental and physical strain aren't worth it. Because it doesn't let you spend time with your family or do the things you really want to in life, like travel and relax. For once in your life, you're calling the shots. You can press the button and dictate your future. Not your boss, not your bank, not anybody else. This is your time, so make it count.
Wesley Virgin, it's the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm proud of you. Continue to stay positive, keep believing, keep inspiring people to be the best that they can be. From the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather.
Hey Wesley, big shout out, my friend. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you can to improve yourself. Be a great example for other people. The right ones will follow you, the wrong ones won't. And keep 10Xing your business. Keep 10Xing to be the example. Be great.
Hi, Mr. Wonderful here. What a year 2020 was. It was stress on everybody. And Solving for stress and feeling better about the world is not always easy to do. So I'm doing a shout out for Wesley Virgin. You know, he's an expert in the area of manifestation and meditation. Now, what does that mean? It's about your head. It's about focusing on you. And that's exactly what Wesley's doing. So check him out. He's trying to help millions of people find a way out of what the rat race has become. People are worried. So check out Wesley. He figured out how to do that. Take care, my friends.
Hi, Wesley, it's Dr. Ross here. Just wanted to give you a special shout out to keep up the good work and continue spreading your positivity. Especially this year, it helps to remind others to have the right mindset, sending you positive vibes and encouragement to continue manifesting success for yourself and others around you. Listen to Wes if you want to manifest. Stay well and God bless.
What it do, it's your boy Big Snoop Dogg with a big shout out to my nephew Wesley Virgin. Hey Wes, your mindset is powerful and full of knowledge. And I'm so proud of you for teaching millions of people to use the power of their minds to manifest their hopes and dreams faster. Listen to my main man Wes, because Wes is the best, so says the capital S-N-O-O-P.
So I took the script and it worked. What do I mean that it worked? Well, focusing my mind on these unusual sounds and meditating to them, I was able to manifest $1,000 days with ease. Now I know that might not be something that you want for yourself. That was something that I wanted. I wanted to be able to have the financial freedom that I needed to have in order for me and my family to spend more time doing the things that we love to do. Now, without these unusual sounds, I wasn't able to do that. But once I locked in and got focused and actually tuned out all the distractions that I had around me, then these unusual sounds unlocked the full potential of my mind. Now I'm able to make money with ease, enjoy life a whole lot better, and to be continuously happy. Now everything comes to me easily and effortlessly. If you would like more information on the Genie Script, I strongly suggest you to take action on it right now.
Hey, the Genie Script is fantastic, Wes. Thank you so much for the meditation.
Man, Wes, you weren't joking, man. You do this thing 3 times a day, things start happening. Guys, I'm telling you, Wes and Ariella, they've outdone themselves this time. It's everything that you need. I mean, not saying the gurus are steering you wrong, but everything you need under one beautiful package, guys. So you got to go out, invest in yourself, because it'll definitely be worth the journey. And forget, 3 wishes. From here on now, it is unlimited intentions. All right? See you at the top.
Hey guys, have you purchased the Genie Script yet? I did. I purchased the Genie Script and it worked. It changed my life. The Genie Script meditation is so powerful and it is so easy to apply. In just 30 days of practicing, your life will never be the same. And it's a promise. Let's go!
Woo! Hey, good morning everybody. I just got done with the meditation. I am feeling fantastic. I am so pumped up. I'm ready to rock and roll my day. Thank you, Wesley, for these meditations. The Genie Script, the meditations in this program are just fantastic. You have no idea. You lift your vibrations to such a level that you just feel epic. You just feel so good. God is the greatest. Thank you, Wes, for the Genie Script. The meditations are epic. Thank you.
Hey everybody, Michael Stanley here. So I recently bought Wesley Virgin's Genie Script program, and if I could sum it up in one word, it would have to be amazing. The meditations, the esoteric secrets. Look, we get ready to go into a new year. Why not go into this new year a new you? And the Genie Script can help you with that. Get the program. Thank me later.
So guys, I bought the Genie Script, and the meditation in the Genie Script is super powerful. It totally works. It has changed my life. Far beyond the best meditation I've ever done. You have to get the Genie Script. It is super powerful.
Hello guys, my name is Omatlale Epo, and I just want to take this time to say thank you to my mentor Wesley Virgin for his powerful program, the Genie Script. This is one powerful program that I ever came across, especially online. It will really change your life, especially meditation. Wesley version will take you deeper and deeper into understanding meditation. Just like me, when I started this program, I knew nothing about meditation. And guys, everything changes the more you start to know meditation and the more you start to understand it better. All I can say to you is that just get the Genie script and your life will never be the same.
The meditation works, Wes. Thank you so much for this Genie script.
Hi, it's Vivienne. 60 seconds about Genie script. It is magnificent. Ariella Iorio is my coach. I'm going to say personal coach, but anyway. And Wesley Virgin created this wonderful program. I love them both. It's an awesome program to have your life be what you want it to be happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise, knowing how to pass it on to, for me, it's about my heirs. I want to leave a great legacy for my son and grandson and his family. So that's why I'm doing. It's an awesome program, really the cutting edge of mind, how the mind works, how to program yourself to create a mindset to get the things that you want and stick with it. So that's what I have to say about it. I love it. If you do it, which you should do it, you won't regret it. Love you. Big love to you. Okay.
Hi, so I just want to say that the Genie script is such a phenomenal tool to have for me for the end of this year. I actually learned more about being able to change my mindset about anxiety and just to not focus on the anxiety itself, but have more of a certainty of what I am doing concerning my goals and concerning life and things just day to day. And also just being able to, the meditation has been wonderful, every single day, and how Wesley breaks down everything in the Genie script has been very phenomenal for my life, and especially moving forward and taking the leap forward and just focusing on some goals towards the end of this year. And I'm so grateful. So if you haven't checked it out, I definitely think that you should check out the Genie script.
Yo, I just want to give a quick testimonial to Wesley. $1 billion virgin. You know what? He's a king. He truly changed my life. You know, after taking this course, Genie script, which I have now completed in a couple days, it's really good. It's really changed my mindset in regards to perspective, in regards to just the way I look at the bad situations is not certainly bad anymore. It's more of this is gonna help me grow. This is gonna make me who I deserve to be. Successful, the ideal self. And so after repeatedly, taking notes and being one with that program, I consider it done. Man, it's life-changing, I swear.
I want to give a huge shout out to Wesley billion dollar virgin for creating this Genie script program that's teaching me how to use my brain to start manifesting the things that I want. Listen, I was just sitting here listening to the audio. I'm just like, you know what? This guy deserves a shout out right now. This guy deserves to get some love shown to him. So you know what, Wesley? I appreciate you. You're the best. Listen. No one else doing it like you, and you deserve. Hey, listen, you deserve the success. You deserve everything that's coming your way, and I deserve it too. So therefore, I'm going to be listening to this stuff every single day, taking massive action, applying the things that you're teaching, so I can start receiving some of the greatness that you're receiving. And I'm going to see you at the top. And for those of you who have not taken action, take action. Don't be a sheep. Let's go. You got this. Take action. Start diving into the content. Start conditioning your mind for success. Let's go!